Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining in this morning. We're about to start our webinar IDIS. Thank you so much for joining in. And let's first check that you can hear us loud and clear. We're going to be using the question panel. This is a panel that is on the right side of your screen. And we'll be using the question panel to answer all of your questions. So please locate this panel that is on the right side, where you're going to be able to send us all of your questions and comments about the products that we're going to be seeing in this presentation. So please let us know if you can hear us loud and clear. We're going to give a couple of minutes so you can let us know that you can see the presentation correctly and you can hear us correctly. Mr. Ron, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay, so we're gonna give a couple of minutes for everyone to join in, and then we'll be ready to start. A quick reminder that this webinar will be recorded and will be uploaded to our YouTube channel, EPCOM USA, where we upload all of our webinars after we finish our session. So if you need any information from this webinar and you want to review it, please go into our YouTube channel, EPCOM USA, where you're going to be able to check all of our recordings from our weekly webinars. Also, if you want to quote any of the products from this presentation, please contact your sales representative. He or she will be happy to help you with a quote. And we got a lot of stock at the moment. So if you want any of the products, we're going to have immediate delivery for pickup. All right, I think now it's 9:03. Thank you, Mr. David. I think now we're ready to start. So thank you everyone for joining into our webinar from IDIS, Artificial Intelligence Optimized for Video Surveillance. For our today's presenter is Luis Chavez, directly from IDIS, and he will be our presenters for today's webinar. Luis, good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great. Thank you so much for joining in this morning, and we are now ready to start.
All right. Thank you so much. Good morning, everyone. I hope this presentation will be very helpful for all of us. I will try to be very shortest as possible, and try to give them more understanding for all of us. So let's get started. So IDIS, this presentation will be based on the video analytics introduction, mainly for intelligence artificial. Okay, I'll just get started with this slide because it's very common right now that all the video surveillance has become as a commodity. It's like using a mouse. So doesn't matter what kind of mouse you need to use it. The thing is try to plug it in your laptop and get ready. So, but unfortunately for these kind of situations, we have the right products and more value than all of them, all the competitors. So let's put this example. If I put a lot of images from different vendors, so you cannot recognize which one will be the brand that do you think is. So in that time, we can make the difference, because once you get start to recognize our values, then you can say make the difference. What is today is the same perception, same products, war price, no ethics, the market is no respect. So everything that happens. What is the main difference for IDIS? We try to offer better technologies, best add values, in the industry, we respect the supply chain. So that means that we only have one distributor for region that makes, and we can guarantee best price. We can make a register projects. So we can offer a lot of situations besides technologies and also commercial. Whose IDIS? IDIS was the inventor for the first DVR, digital video recorder, in 1997. So that means we have a lot of or ADN or main sorry, this is cutting me off. Okay, DVR is one of the most important part of the system, so we are the inventors for that. And we are making a end-to-end solution, so that means we are offering hardware and software. We can offer IP cameras from 2 megapixels to up to 12 megapixels, DMS, all the system. Why IDIS is not really known? So we've been doing ODM for many years ago, since probably 6 years and on. We are just in the market as an IDIS brand. In the early times, we we make original design manufacture, and we are offering to ensemble it and create products for all those brands that you can see at the slide. And now we have a full product line, and all of product line is guaranteed for 7 years. This guarantee, no one is competing against us. That means we have a very robust price, robust technology, and very, very confident product. Some other thing that is really help us, so all our products is NDAA compliant. Okay, after this brief introduction, who's IDIS, let's get started to know and get familiar with the VA, okay, with the analytics. And we also gonna show IDLA, IDIS Deep Learning Engine. So this is our main product or main technology that we can offer. So let's get started here with the point number one, the bullet number one. How big is the market, and is it reasonable for the right moment to invest? Okay, let's kind of say, yes, this is the right moment because we are growing up in the market. In the future, at least the next 4 years, the compound annual growth rate will be growing up 14%. We are talking about $1 million. So this is the way that we are see how the future is coming. More than now, the analytics is going to start to making the difference between just to be reactive or predictive. IDIS is prepared for this VA market, video analytics. Yes, why? Because we are making our own in-house software. So that means we are not subcontract or try to get some features from some other companies. This is one of the main reasons because many of some other companies, they get that technology, and unfortunately they have to raise the price and try to adapt to their systems. And sometimes the difference is between they try to make compatible between each one of their families on their products. For us, everything it will be in the same family. Okay. Now on the software and analytics, we can trust. We are using IDLE, IDIS Deep Learning Engine. So we are really trying to make a very strong detection, better identification, easy verification, and rapid investigation. How does the VA works and how the hardware and of software? We have three ways to get a VA in IDIS equipment. First is all in the VMS through the boxes. The second one is analytics box, and the third one is on the cameras itself. So we can make a difference. All depends what do you want. As we know, we used to have a basic analytics on the main of the cameras. Now they are getting stronger and they have a more capability to make a better performance. So we have here in this chart, so we have cameras embedded in the cameras. We have on the domes, we have in the bullets or PTCs, or also we have through the network video recorder or digital video recorder. All depends what do we need to show. Okay, and the third one is on the video servers. So we have all the ways that we need to offer the solution depends on the needs of the customer. On the artificial intelligence, we can make difference between many of these features that we are showing now. So the intelligent artificial is okay, making a mechanic learning, and then based on the same way that the thing is working, then the deep learning is get start to reactive. What kind of video analytics does IDIS offer? Okay, we can make difference between a human, between car, between a motorcycles or bicycles. We can make an intrusion, cross line, loitering, face detection. So we have this kind of solution. Let me try to show this video real quick. Okay, as you can see, we have a different ways to prove and show that IDIS has a complete solution to okay, IDIS has a complete solution to offer. So here is some of the features that we can offer. People counting, so we can know how many people are in, how many people are out, and how many people are inside the building. So that's very important because many people, they can steal at the store and nobody notice in that situation. Occupancy control, cake management, social distancing, mask rule violation, heat map, VA dashboard, person match, loitering. Person match is very important, and I will show you in a small video also what we can do with person match. Intrusion, line crossing, object detection. So video analytics not powered by IDIS, but still easy to use, powerful, efficient, and useful texting solution. This is very important also, that nobody is really doing this kind of solution. So that means we can bring all the information, not just only in as a picture. We bring everything as a video, everything that it comes from cash register, ATM, scanner, uh, different ways that we can bring information into the video. That is very, very important for all of us. So here's the way that we can get. So taking from, let's say on the database is coming from a car register, everything that is click on the total button. So you will have the receipt. Is that correct? And that receipt also we can print out direct on the video. So everything that comes from data will insert to the on our devices or NVR, and that comes and we can select for every single kind of the transaction. So I will show you a video in a few moments. Okay, commercially, where and how is positioned? Does we have any advantage? Yes, we can say, as you see in the previous video, no licensing. Okay, everything will be depend. We have two ways to apply or not apply license. Apply is on the ID Center software or ID solution suite. And that one is when you need to make a centralized and apply some other features, then you have to pay for license, all depends. But in the web, and the main thing is, here is one of the examples that we can show 4 different scenarios that if you need to buy 160 license or 3020, 320 or 640 or 1152. So you can see the black uh, arrow. So that's ours. That means we keep the pricing on the same figure. Between more licenses, more cameras need to add for some other competitors, they need to add for license. That means increase the cost. For us, it's very important just to know what is the kind of the, 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 the project, and then we can really help in order just to be very, very aggressive, very competitive, and try to get those costs down. Okay. Well, we are already discussing this one, but I would like to put in here just for future reference. And also with the models that we or VA boxes are compatible, the series 25,000 or 65,000. So those are compatible with those boxes. Okay, so that means we have the middle end and high end solution. That's very important just to learn. What is a VA, video analytics? It's a technology or capability to process digital video signal automatically, analyzing video signal and special algorithm, and detect and determine temporary and special security related events. Okay, what is IDIS IDLA? IDIS Deep Learning Engine is an advanced intelligent artificial engine designed by IDIS and security for safety application, initiative artificial neural networks and like a human brain. So it's very important just to let you know, it's like a child. If we put a match and this match is already with the flame and a little kid want to touch it, they're gonna feel that it's burned, okay? So that means that keep in their brain, on the child's brain. So next time when we have a match flaming, the kid will learn that that flame is do not touch. That's the way that we are using the intelligent the deep learning. Okay, so that's very important. Based on that, we have the algorithm that we can make the difference between human, car, or any other kind of object. When we're talking about the people counting, it's very important just to make sure that all the line, once you cross, you put the lines, you can make up to 32 zones. So it's very important just to make sure who crossed that line in order just to make sure how many people are in, how many people are out. Everything will be really on the dashboard because not just only I want to have a pop-up alarm just to let me know what's going on. Also, I want to know what time, be very specific, how many times was that line was crossed. Let me show this other video just to give you that more ideas. No, this is another one. Hold on, please. At IDIS, you will have all the analytics, all the reports based on time, based on camera, all that information you can save and export. Okay. As you can see, we get start getting the cameras as a security point, okay, as a security mirror. But the thing is, we can also give more tools just to make more profitable. Why? Because now we are in the transaction from security to the operation. So that means operation means a lot. Means if we need to make adjustments, we need to make a difference. What time if it's special days, So if that increase, so we need to increase more sales guy, more cash registers, a lot of the things that goes right now in the same system. Okay, now as we used to have the COVID, we used to have well, now we have a social distancing, so we can say, okay, it's no more than 2 meters distance between one and another one, so we can also have the information, the alarm, if that violation if that happened. The camera is very important just to make sure they capture the all human being, human body, just to make sure and get the counting the people. So with a heat map, the thing that we saw in the video, we can select, we can see where in the area was more traffic in order just to make sure and make the analysis, the comparison between one store based in Miami and another store based on California. Probably the same products on the same shelf is not the same results that we are expecting. So that's very, very important just to make sure, understand the regions of the every customer. We have a control. So that means if we have probably more than 5 persons, person's gonna get mad, gonna get try to change the branch or go to change the different store. So we have the way that we can have the rules. If for more than 2 minutes, 3 minutes, and there is more than 5 people, then show me an alert in order just to try to go and open new card register. So everything will be very, very accurate. We have also people to have a mask, or this is another feature very interesting, because what happened in this picture, if there is no allow to parking in any moment for that kind of specific, or what happened if there's a lot of protesters that is not really common just to get a lot of people in some part of on the street. So let me show you. As you can see, we also track color or even models of the cars. So we can say, okay, there's a SUV and it's a white color or gray color or red color. So we can bring information from colors. So once the car was parking there, that time we have a pop-up alarm just to make sure that this car is not allowed to park in there. Or probably they have an accident, something happens that we need to react, okay? So you can see here the three facts: the human, the cars, and the specific zone that we need to detect. Okay, let's continue. Person match. This is one of the very neat features that we are right now showing, because now this, a lot of the things are changed. The algorithm has changed in order just to be more uh, quick response direct from the server and try to save a lot of the process. Now we are try to make easier and faster the results. So here is the way that we are trying to get a person in order for their appearance. So that means you can select person from color of the shirt or color of the shoes. The person will be matched if he's tall, if he's short, if he's white, he's different color of the wrist. So that's very important just to let us know. What happens if we are in the football stadium? Everyone has the same jersey. So that will be very, very difficult for many others competitor just to bring the exact person. So here is, I'm gonna show you uh, how that works. You can select by the cam, by hour, by specific place. So it's very, very flexible in order just to try to get and increase or decrease the sensibility in order just to try to be very accurate. Once we have all the person that match on the same, then we're gonna get start the different way that he used to walk. That's very important. We're gonna start import as a JPEG file. It's not a clip. We just drop it, and then our software we're gonna start to play back. So that means we save time, we save resources, and the server will be very, very functionality. We can export the video clip. And we have the evidence from all the places that we match the person. So there's very, very important just to let you know, guys, that in that time, we need to very quick response in order just to give those information based on the what information that did you receive. and then we start to working and do not spend time, hours, so just try to trace one camera and then another one. No, here is, and you can select one or many cameras that they suppose the person was walking on the escena. So that is very, very important. Uh, Here is another detection that you can see, and you can get information from different. Well, I will skip this video because as just to they put a small cast car, and it was so, okay. So you can see here different person, different movement, if the car match with the color, if the person match with also the color of the shirt. So we can bring a lot of information from many details as we want it. So that's very important, just to let you know, guys, that IDIS have the solution based on the needs. We need to listen to you. We need to act as a doctors. Why I'm saying this? Because not everything works for everything. We need to listen and just to try to offer the right medicine. So if you come here with a broken bone, I cannot give you just an aspirin. We need to listen. We need to understand and give you the right treatment, the right doctor, offer you the right doctor, just to make sure we can cover all your needs. So please let us know. Let us know if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Luis. Let's check if we have any questions. And
Yes.
thank you so much for sharing all this valuable information about IDIS. And we thank everyone for being here at this webinar. So now we're going to open a Q&A panel. So please let us know if you can send us a question throughout the question panel that is on the right side of your screen. And if you have any comment or question about the solutions that we just review on this webinar, please send us a question through the question panel. We're going to be here for a couple more minutes, and we'll be happy to answer all of your questions. So we're getting a question from Mr. Mike. Do you have a list of your cameras with AI?
Yes, as you can see on the little diagram, there is the models that we can offer. So, but also we can send it to you guys and a different list. So let me just try to see if I make right. No, I'm sorry, I didn't put it in here, so it was my mistake. And I will send you the cameras with okay, here is some of the cameras. DC45, the 37 RXA, DC D45 36. So that means one is bullet, one is a dome. Okay, so there is the models that you can need to use. Next.
Thank you so much, please. Now we have another question from Mr. David. Are the boxes compatible with any brand of cameras?
No, a very, very good question. There's a lot of companies that they have their own embedded AI, and this is only the way that we can bring is through the ONBIF, through our system. But unfortunately, by ONBIF, they're gonna be really, really limited for those kind of functionality. So that means we can offer our cameras or our boxes, and with our boxes, we can put the analytics in some another cameras from some third parties. So that's very important. We can use their video and just inject the analytics.
Thank you, Luis. So another question from Mr. Peter. Do you have a car counting on your AI box?
Car counting. So that means for like a parking lot, something like that, we need to know very specific kind of request just in order just to let you know, because also I need to ask to my engineers just to make sure and give you the right answer.
So, Mr. Peter, if you want to send us more information about if you want to, yes, for a parking lot, he is mentioning.
Yeah. Okay, let me just try to ask my engineer team, just to make sure we can count it. As we know, right now we are counting people, so that means change the algorithm. Instance persons should be cars, then we can make it. But I just want to make sure. Let me ask it.
Thank you, Luis. And another question from Mr. Mike. Yes, we can send you the list with all the AI cameras, and we're going to share that information on the follow-up email. So once the Luis shared with us the list of the AI cameras, we'll be happy to send you that to your email. So yes, no, not a problem. So another question from Mr. David. Most customers have an installed infrastructure. Well, this is based on the question about if the boxes were compatible with any other brand. So yes, as Luis mentioned, with Ambif, we do have some capabilities, but it's quite limited. So we encourage to do the full installation with IDIS products to get the most out of the AI box. Another question from Mr. Preston. Can the IDIS cameras work with other boxes?
Other boxes, if they have the chance to inject their artificial intelligence, so we can make it compatible, but no talking boxes with camera on the same language is not possible. It's same as us, or we have our boxes and we are just only bring the video from those cameras, third-party cameras, and we inject the analytics. So, and it's very important. What happens if we have two cameras in a specific for, let's say, for one stadium, the main two entrance, for a specific event, and we inject for those third-party cameras or analytics. Okay, we put it, and after that specific event, then they no longer need that artificial intelligence in that camera. We uninstall it, and we can reinstall in different places. So that means it doesn't get married with the MAC address. That's very important from us. Okay, for some other the competitors has to be, once they install it, no, you need to take it out the hardware and replace it. That is very difficult.
Thank you so much, Luis. So that was the last question. And if you have any other question, we're going to be here for another couple of minutes. Luis will be happy to help you with any other question about any future project or any upcoming project that you have. We have our engineering team ready to help you, as well as IDIS engineering team. So if you have any other question about a project, another way to install these cameras with other brands, please send us a question and we'll be happy to answer them. We are here to help you with any other idea or comment that you have of these IDIS products. And also, we want to remind you that we're going to be having more IDIS webinars in the upcoming weeks. So also, please keep checking our website, appcom.net, so you can check all of our future dates for IDIS webinars, where we are going to be covering more AI information as well other products from the fisheye as well as other dome cameras. So another question from Mr. Preston. When a homeowner purchases the IDIS cameras, does he needs to purchase license too?
Okay, this is a very small place. Well, we are assuming that is a small place. So some of the features is license free, some, not everything. So all depends of the analytics. We need to have more information from your customer, what they are looking for. And based on that, we can say, okay, this is no license. I'm gonna tell you what does need request a license. Like a person match needs to buy one license, so they need to buy one license, and this is one and last. So it's a, how can I say, one license forever. Okay, on the person match. For the other ones, no need to have to pay for any licensing.
Thank you, Luis. So we do have that unlimited license for those projects that don't require as many cameras. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Great. Thank you so much, Luis. And well, I think that was the last question. Mr. Davies, thank you for your time this morning. So if we don't have any other questions, I think we'll be closing our session. But we thank you so much for your time this morning, and we hope to see you in our future webinars. Luis, thank you so much for sharing all this information with our AppCom clients and friends, and we hope to see you in our future sessions.
Thank you so much, and I really appreciate your support. And here is one last thing that I would like to let you know, guys. We are very strong when we are talking about on the centralized information. That means if we have a chain that is a retail chain and is a national wide, we can bring all the information from all the places and working from that single place in order just to bring that information. In the past, we can go one by one place, one by one branch in order just to collect that information. Now we can use it as a centralized. This is very important. It doesn't matter if it's a bank, it's a retail, it's a, it's a government dependence. So we can bring all the information and we can collect all the information. It can be the information that you can see right now on the screen, or it can be an analytic. So that's one of the very important things that IDIS does. And some other really need to spend a lot of money, and they have to bring many technologies from different vendors and then make a disaster. So just keep in mind, we are very strong in order just to make a centralized information. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining us, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Luis. And I don't know if you have a time for just another quick question. Luis, Mr. Preston is asking us one last question. Let me know if we can answer this last question.
Sure, please go ahead.
Thank you, Luis. So the last question is from Mr. Preston, and he's asking, instead of using an MBR for storage, can a user who have server storage will be able to store all the recordings?
Again, please.
So instead of using the MBR, if the user has a server storage,
Okay.
he will be able to store all the recordings in this server.
Yes, that is possible. So let's say if they're gonna use it now, right now, the Amazon Web Service, so we can put everything. We can give you the minimum requirements in order just to our software runs, and then you can use instance the NVR or DVR, go direct to the cloud. So that's what I understand.
Correct, yes. So instead of having the MBR with the hard drive directly storing all the recordings directly on the device, he was asking us what you just answered. If he does have a cloud server, or if he does have a local server where he's storing all of other information from cameras or data, he will be using this server as his main storage. So that answered the question, Mr. Preston. So if you have a project where you already have this configuration with a local server, we'll be happy to help you to check what MBR will be the best for this project. So we'll be doing the follow-up, and we'll contact you with all this information. So once again, thank you, Luis, and thank you everyone for joining in. We hope to see you in our future webinars, and we hope to you have a great day. Thank you so much, and goodbye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Luis. Bye-bye.